So you had sort of a breakout game the other night. I'm sure that felt good. Just kind of what led to the shots falling.
Yeah, it's just continuously being more comfortable, trying to get out of my own head and play the way I know how to play. There's 100 different things I could point to as to why, the NBA is such an adjustment for college players and for rookies. But at the end of the day, everybody has to adjust, and it takes guys different amounts of time. So it's about being patient with myself, sticking with what I know works, and the results you know, the results are going to come. And just because I had one good game doesn't mean I'm deserve to have 60 more. It's a continuous process, and my comfort level is just getting better and better.
Obviously, timing is very important. Like, how was the timing?
Yeah, I mean, there's more room, so there's a little bit more space, but guys are a lot faster, bigger, and stronger, so that space gets eaten up quicker. So, um, it's just a matter of finding your rhythm and letting it go and not thinking about it too much. And thankfully in the NBA, we play every other day, so there's not a lot of chance for you to kind of sit and think about the missed shots like you could in college. So it's easy to move on to the next one.
After two cuts, like, what if you play a defense as good, structured as Miami?
Yeah, you can't do anything. You can't half-ass anything against Miami. You just can't. You're gonna get beat, and we did last night or 2 nights ago, and that's what happens. They're sound, they're structured, they're tough, they're physical. They stick to what they do, and they make you beat them. They don't beat themselves. So it's going to take a much more concerted and disciplined effort for us to win tonight.
Have you had any like aha moments where it was like something that was an easy fix? You just had to experience it once and it was like, oh, okay, I know that now.
Oh yeah, it happens all the time. Guys that play in this league know that it's all about feel, and it takes guys with only one or two times of feeling something, and it's ingrained in their head. That's how good a lot of the guys in the league are at repeating things, and how good they are honing their craft. So it doesn't take much for any of us to get into a rhythm and get into a feel.
And Tommy Shepard did a bunch of reviews recently about his extension. He said something interesting about Denny Alfie. So the best thing about rookies is they get older, and in their second year, they have all that experience. You are a rookie now. Is there anything you've noticed from Denny? Because it seems like he's made kind of a leap this year, or anything that he's told you that is not.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed a lot about Denny. I didn't expect him. From the Wizards games I watched last year, I didn't expect him to be such a good defender. He's big, he's strong. He doesn't overreact, and Denny's really good at moving on. And that's kind of a big thing here in this league. He makes a mistake, he moves on from it, and he's on to the next play. And definitely learned that from him, and it's shown from how well he's played over the last 5-6 games.
Obviously, NBA defenses, Milwaukee and Miami, the athleticism and the size is very different from college. But have you noticed anything different about either the concepts or the way that they prepare for you specifically, like kind of the scouting report?
Not really. I mean, I've seen pretty much everything that the basketball book can throw at you. It's just different rules and different people, and in a different arena. So nothing really new. It's just kind of with a different costume, I guess.
And I saw Rui out there. I know you guys have seen him a lot more. It's just what's it like having him in the building?
Well, for me personally, it's great. I missed him a lot, and it's really good to see him in the building and have one of my brothers back. I mean, he's meant a lot to me over the last 4 years, and to get him back in the building and kind of build that relationship again is really good.
And one more for me. You mentioned like a couple weeks ago that you had finals coming up. Just what's it been like managing that?
So big news. Turned in my last final last night. Okay. So I'm done for the semester.
Back to back, and then your last.
Yeah, big week for Corey. Done with the semester, and I feel great about it, and hopefully get a little bit of a break and a breather, and then maybe 2 more classes in the spring.
How do you compartmentalize when you have 2 games in 2 days?
I mean, you got to make sure you turn in stuff on time, but basketball's my job, so it's kind of coming first right now.
Josh.
Corey, who are some of the people who you've leaned on throughout this rookie year transition, and some of the people who have just proactively come to you and offered advice and help?
Yeah, a lot of it comes from the players. Asking questions of vets. I mean, I think of guys like Anthony Gill and Howell, guys that just kind of ask questions of, and they've been really open with me and honest about their, first couple of years in the league. Even guys from other teams that I've developed relationships with and know on a personal level, and the coaching staff here too. I work closest with Ryan Richmond and Alex McLean, and those guys have been huge in my development, whether it's just watching film or giving me a pat on the back when I need it. Guys like that really help, and what they do goes a long way, especially for someone like me who doesn't have as much experience in the league, and every minute counts.
How tough is it, Corey, I know you want to be as good as you can be, as quickly as you can be. How tough is it for you to remain patient?
Oh, it's extremely tough, but it's also the name of the game, right? So whether I like it or not, I got to be able to do it. And I'm used to, and a lot of guys who step into the league, you'll hear it over and over again, are used to things coming easy and coming quickly. And it's just, it's another learning curve that's much bigger and much more difficult than what I'm used to. So, I know that the coaching staff and I know my teammates are going to be patient with me, and thankfully results are starting to come in now. But the hardest part is being patient with myself. I'm my toughest critic for sure.
Thank you very much.
Neil.
Hey, Corey, I guess, when are you planning on finishing your degree? Is it on one more semester or a little bit more?
Yeah, I probably got about 2 semesters left. I don't plan on taking full class loads anytime soon. So kind of slow and steady wins the race for me.
Nice. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
For you, obviously you had a couple turnovers in the previous games leading up to at Miami. Was there anybody in the veterans, trying to just remind you, keep you on track, saying anything poignant to you that really stuck out?
Yeah. KCP, I mean, all he said to me was like, we've all been there before, man. Like, we've all done that before. And that stuck out because I look at guys like that who've been in the league for so long and have made their names known, and they've been in that positions like me. And I mean, those, like, going back on those in the film, like, those turnovers were ugly, and it would have been easy to get in my head about that. And but thankfully I got guys in my corner who, believe in me and tell me to move on. And part of their belief was the reason why I bounced back over the last 2 games and played better.
Thanks, Corey.
Lane.
Hey, Corey, as a rookie with 15 games under your belt, what have you been most proud of yourself so far up to this point in the season?
Sticking with it, being patient, more than any point total or threes made or whatever percentages, like that, it doesn't really matter to me right now. Learning, growing, absorbing, being a sponge, and sticking with it in the highs and lows.
And lastly, this will be the third time you play with a team back to back. What kind of challenges does that possess so early in the season?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you know exactly what they're going to do, and they have a lot of pretty relevant game film on you, and it's kind of a little bit of a chess match. But especially with Miami, you got to be tougher than them. You got to be more hard nosed than them, and you can't beat yourself. So it doesn't really matter who we play. I mean, that kind of rings true for every team in the league, but especially Miami. Got to make that happen if we want to get them back tonight.
Thank you, Corey.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, did you have another question?
I did not. Thank you for asking.
No problem. That's it, Corey. Thank you.